Welcome everyone, I'm here at Bombardier Service Center today and you join me on board the Bombardier Global 7500 where I'm thrilled to be speaking with Nilesh, the Regional Vice President for Asia Pacific and China at Bombardier. Nilesh, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. Actually, I started close to 29 years back with Bombardier with a role in strategy. So we were setting up the division when we made the first global. We were setting up a division to build the interior of the aircraft, and I worked on the strategy role there. And I spent the first 10 years of my career in different parts of the business, working in terms of strategy, IT, engineering, operations. And from the role of strategy, one of my senior leaders gave me the opportunity to build the business South Asia, and then Asia Pacific, and then Asia Pacific and China. Over the years, first when I was working in Montreal, working in strategy and operations and other aspects of the business, and then subsequently working in sales, my focus has always been to do how can I add value to my colleagues, to my employees, to my clients, and overall, how can I bring value to the company, right? How do we build long-term relationships? How do we build on trust? And how do we design the right solutions for our clients? And if we do those things right, we succeed. So I've grown over the last 29 years in the company, and I'm thrilled to be part of this team. So I have interesting statistics I like to share. There are about 1,000 billionaires in the US with 13,000 business aircraft, approximately. There's about 1,000 billionaires in Asia with less than 800 aircraft. So the opportunity to grow is tremendous. In Asia Pacific and in China, the ability to grow business aviation is great. Our customers in Asia and China have their operations not only in this part of the world, but they're expanding into Eastern Europe, Africa, South America, North America. So they need to connect the global operations, their global customer base, their global supply chains. They need to be close to their big investments they're making. As they evolve around the world, they need connectivity and solutions that some of the competitors in the West have. So business aircraft, yes, is an ultimate luxury, but it's essentially a business tool. I have a saying, whenever you see a business jet parked anywhere, that means business is being done. Businessmen and women are making investments, contributing to the economy is growing. So as Asia takes a bigger role in terms of economy, business jets plays a huge role, and I see that there is tremendous potential for growth in Asia Pacific over the next couple of decades. I think for us, when you go to US, it's very easy to, if you want to charter an aircraft from New York to Miami or New York to San Francisco, it's very easy to find a charter. If you want to buy a 50-hour jet card, it's easy. If you want to buy a 200-hour card, it's easy, or a fraction of aircraft. Anything from a small light jet all the way to the queen of the skies, our Global 7500. So this is much easier for customers, potential customers in US to access. However, those kinds of solutions are much harder to come by in Asia Pacific and China because there are not that many aircraft that are there for pure dedicated charter or fractional. So I think we as a company are working with a lot of our partners across the region to develop the right kind of platform of solution. In Asia, if you look, Asia and China, there's a big demand for aircrafts like Bombardier Global 7500 or the Global 8000. Our customers they travel long distances, they like comfort in the skies. So when we designed the Global 8000 and Global 7500, we took a clean sheet of paper and we asked our customers, what do they want? They said, you know what, we want to have a breakfast meeting in Beijing, a lunch meeting in London, dinner meeting in LA, and we want to come back. You have a kitchen, you have a living room here, a dining room there, a lounge, or a second bedroom and a final bedroom. True home in disguise. So between our products and a continuous investment into the support infrastructure, and our focus and attention to our customers and designing with our partners, designing the right kind of solutions, we think we are very well positioned to expand our market share in Asia Pacific and China. Global 7500 already was the benchmark of business aviation. We as Bombardier, as a company that's focused on innovation, always want to step it up. And part of our efforts, we were the first to launch the upgrade to a Global 8000 that would basically give you an 8,000 nautical mile aircraft, will give you the lowest cabin altitude in the industry and the fastest speed, with the true 4-zone cabin and the biggest cabin, the best performance in our runways, and the smoothest ride in the industry. So we are giving our customers the true next generational flagship of the industry, with a home in the skies, fastest speed, longest range, lowest cabin altitude, smoothest ride. So I think we as a company have been focused not only in product innovation, but also doing the right things for our customers across the world. And part of that effort is you see substantial investment from our side in infrastructure, just like the Bombardier Service Center that you saw here, a service center in Melbourne, Tianjin, being closer to our customers to support their aircraft. We have also very actively throughout post-COVID sent a lot of our team members to work with our suppliers and their suppliers to actively manage the supply chain to ensure that the minimum disruption in the supply chain and maximum parts availability. If you look at it, we are the only OEM that made guidance last year. We told the market that we were going to deliver 138 planes. We met 138 planes. The other thing we're doing is our customer support team is extremely passionate, is focused and works around the clock to ensure our customers are always flying. We also have a 24-hour customer response center to respond to our customers' needs, both in North America as well as here in Asia. As you probably know, that our customers have been kind enough to vote us #1 manufacturer in the AIN survey, which is a great humility and impressive task for us, and we are honored to have that distinction. I think the most important thing in any relationship, whether it's high profile or your own work colleague, is the element of humility, respect, and trust, and integrity. So I think as you sit down in front of your clients and build the element of trust, listen to them and try to develop the right solution for them, you automatically gain trust and you add value to that relationship. And with that, over time, you can build the right solution and they will choose your product. I think I'm a believer, like I said, in adding value, and I also believe in being real and believing in content. So I've preferred to do the grunt work and attention to detail. So you take the time to understand whichever domain or whatever problem you have had, try to listen to everybody to see what is the right solution, and get in the details. The devil's in the details. And try to develop a solution that works for everybody. One of the things I learned, maybe from my strategy days or from my operation days, is that when you're running a deal, everybody has to stay aligned, and we have to manage it within a given timeline so that you get that done in time, right? So to do that, I think you have to have a relationship with all the stakeholders, but you have to be always paying attention to the details and ensuring you have the right kind of follow-up with your colleagues and your customers to make sure that we are moving towards that goal. I think, you have to be a people person. You have to genuinely want to engage with other people. You also have to be very humble too, because end of the day, as you know, we deal with highly successful people and very intelligent people. So if you are humble and you're sincere, but in terms of the fact that you're real and you have integrity, and you're genuinely interested, not just selling them a plane, which is obviously the job, but also trying to say what is the right product for the client. It's, so you have to understand their needs. They might want to just go from Singapore to Jakarta or Singapore to Hong Kong, and they're only traveling with 2 passengers. So maybe the Challenger 650 or Challenger 3500 is the right product. But when they say that, oh no, you know what, I have to go from Singapore to London or Singapore to LA every month a couple of times, then maybe the Global 7500 is the right product, right? So you have to listen to them and try to do the right thing that works, makes sense for them within the constraints of the products and solutions that you have. You might not be the best, but learning from all your colleagues, from your clients, from your partners, building long-term relationships, and being open to working with everybody to develop the right solution for different clients. You have to have fierce resolve. When I say fierce resolve, that means in spite of multiple attempts of, I would say, no's from clients, you should have the humility and patience to approach them again with tact and try to encourage them to change their mind or come back to you eventually, right? There's been lots of occasions in my career where maybe in the first campaign I might have not managed to succeed and the customer brought a competition, but over the years I managed to win them back. So stay the course, right? Be humble, be loyal, work hard, focus on the content, and try to add value.
That brings us to the end of our interview. Nilesh, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much, and it's very important. I'll take this opportunity for you, encourage young people like yourselves and others in the industry to join this industry that is going to grow in Asia Pacific, and focus on the details and help us all succeed in bringing more clients into the fold and growing the market share in the region. Thank you again for taking the time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Cheers.